Guilt-tripping is a very effective manipulation tactic narcissists use to control, abuse, and punish people. In this video, we look at 8 devastating effects guilt-tripping has on victims. Reduce self-esteem and self-worth. Guilt-tripping can make victims feel like they are constantly doing something wrong and falling short of expectations, which can lead to a significant decrease in the victim's self-confidence, self-esteem, and sense of self-worth. Additionally, a victim may start to doubt their own perceptions and feelings, which makes it difficult for them to assert their own needs and boundaries and stand up to the narcissist. As a result, the victim's autonomy may be eroded, and they may start to feel responsible for the narcissist's happiness, well-being, and actions. Victims may feel unworthy of happiness, nice things, dignity, and respect, and that they do not deserve help even if they try to leave the narcissist. They may even start to believe that they deserve the abuse because they are inherently flawed and worthless. They may experience intense shame and self-hatred and believe that they have no purpose on earth. Some may try to find meaning in pleasing the narcissist and may start to believe that their sole purpose in life is to save the narcissist's soul. This can lead to the victim feeling like their own life and suffering do not matter, as long as they can save the narcissist by changing the narcissist's behaviors. Anxiety, fear, and stress. Due to the unpredictable nature of a narcissist's actions and outbursts, victims may develop a sense of dread about future interactions and can feel like they are constantly on edge. This can lead to chronic anxiety, fear, and stress, which can further cause stress-related illnesses. Fear of triggering the narcissist can cause victims to struggle to express their emotions and thoughts and cause them to bottle up their emotions. Victims may lose interest in things they once enjoyed and may even dread coming home after work, which can cause them to focus solely on work as a means of escape. In addition, victims often become hyper-vigilant to the narcissist's reactions and words and may spend an excessive amount of time trying to avoid triggering the narcissist by analyzing their every move and anticipating their reactions, which can result in a decline in their work and personal life. They can feel trapped in a cycle where every time they think they have a narcissist figured out, the narcissist changes their expectations or contradicts themselves. This can lead to racing thoughts, difficulty sleeping, stomach aches, headaches, poor concentration, memory lapses, and feeling unsafe or unvalued. Many victims become isolated from friends and family and may feel that the narcissist is the only one who will protect them or help them in an emergency. As a result, victims may endure the abuse out of fear of having no one else to rely on, especially if they are older, sick, or have little funds to hire help. It can be particularly distressing when the victim does become sick or injured, and the narcissist refuses to help and even get angry for being inconvenienced. Difficulty making decisions. Guilt-tripping and blame shifting can cause victims to doubt themselves, their abilities, judgment, intuition, and their decisions. This can make it difficult for them to assert their own needs and desires for fear of causing conflict or disappointment. Seeking validation and approval from the narcissist can become a constant need, affecting the victim's success and joy in life, and leaving them paralyzed to respond to the abuse or leave a narcissist. Victims may struggle to make even simple decisions, such as what to wear or eat, allowing the narcissist to take control of their life, finances, and possessions. The narcissist may encourage the victim's financial dependence by telling them to leave a job or stop studying, making it harder for victims to leave a narcissist. Victims often become indecisive, lose joy in things, and constantly second-guess themselves. They may start to rely on the narcissist for validation before making decisions, or just allow the narcissist to make decisions for them, which may cause them to feel like a robot drifting aimlessly through life while being controlled by the narcissist. Depression, chronic anxiety and stress, as well as constantly being made to feel guilty or wrong or not good enough, can be incredibly draining and can create a sense of powerlessness and helplessness. The fear of being rejected or punished by the narcissist can be so strong that victims may experience emotional turmoil, helplessness, hopelessness, powerlessness, lack of energy, low mood, and depression. Victims may also experience sadness, lose interest in activities they once enjoyed, have trouble sleeping or eating, experience digestive problems, and chronic pain. Unfortunately, the narcissist will often use the victim's low mood and depression as proof that the victim is lazy or no longer love a narcissist, which may cause the narcissist to lash out at the victim and abuse or punish them even further. The depression often stems from a victim seeing no hope for change or escaping the situation. Victims may have mild, chronic depression where they can still function and maybe work to a degree. However, life may start to taste like cardboard and may not seem worth the effort. Victims may then just go through the motions of daily life with no will or energy to better their situation, even though they wish it so. The depression can also become debilitating, where the victim is no longer able to work or effectively take care of themselves, that they struggle to get out of bed or may be confined to their bed, leaving them at the mercy of a narcissist. Thinking you are the abuser. Victims can start to think that the abuse is all their fault for failing the narcissist or upsetting them, and may feel like they have to apologize or make amends. Narcissists often use gaslighting and blame shifting to make the victim feel guilty, as well as whataboutism to exaggerate the victim's actions and minimize the narcissist's actions. This may make victims feel as if they are just as bad and abusive or even worse than the narcissist. They may even start to think that maybe they are the abuser or narcissist, and that the narcissist abuse is in reaction to the actions of the victim. This is often the case when the victim starts to fight back and tries to defend themselves with aggressive actions or mimics the narcissist's actions to give them their own medicine back. The narcissist will point these behaviors out while ignoring their own abusive actions. Thus, the defensive actions of a victim that is in response to the abuse they suffer is then used as proof that the victim is actually the abuser and the narcissist is just defending themselves. This classic switch is often called Darvo, where the narcissist first denies their actions, then accuses the victim of the same actions the narcissist did or some other abusive actions, then reverses the victim and offender roles and proclaims themselves as a victim. Difficulty in relationships. Victims may fear punishment, rejection, or abandonment if they disappoint the narcissist, which can make it challenging to discuss sensitive issues, which will result in leaving many problems in the relationship unresolved. As the victim's self-esteem and self-worth erodes away, it can make it difficult for them to form and maintain healthy relationships or set boundaries. They may start to withdraw from society and may let their friendships go, often due to pressure from the narcissist. They may even cut their family off, even if they were supportive, as the narcissist sees any support the victim has as a threat to their control and power over the victim. As victims often start to believe they are not worthy of love and respect, they may start to accept abuse from outside the relationship, such as at work or day-to-day life. They may no longer go out or try to make friends, even if they are interacting with people daily. They may start to distrust others and may have difficulty communicating with others, especially when they need to express their emotions and needs. This can affect their work, especially if it is a competitive field or where they have to push their ideas or projects. Even if they leave a narcissist, unless they heal and rebuild their self-worth and self-confidence, they may have trouble expressing their emotions, needs, or wants in the relationship, as well as forming a deep bond with a new partner, and may even have trouble being intimate with a new partner. The victim may also have adopted similar guilt-tripping and blame-shifting strategies as a coping mechanism without knowing it. These behaviors can cause problems in the new relationship. Not being able to express their needs and emotions can cause them to struggle with conflict resolution, and they may feel unheard or unvalued. This can cause constant conflict in relationships. Victims may struggle to connect with others, which may cause them to feel lonely, isolated, and disconnected, even if they are in a relationship. This can cause them to decide to no longer be in any relationship and withdraw from people and society. Emotional dependency. Guilt-tripping can create a sense of emotional dependency on the narcissist, where a victim may feel that they need the narcissist's validation or approval to feel good about themselves, and even that they cannot function or live without the narcissist's approval or support. This is a form of trauma bonding, where the victim's self-worth and existence are tied to the validation they receive from the narcissist. Even if someone else tells the victim they are beautiful, worthy, and amazing, it may not matter as much as when the narcissist says it. This will make it difficult for victims to assert their own needs, make decisions in their best interest, or leave a narcissist. The narcissist may also discourage the victim from spending time with friends or family, further isolating them and increasing their dependence on the narcissist. The narcissist may also make the victim financially dependent on them and threaten to cut them off if they displease the narcissist. The emotional and financial dependency can make a victim feel as if they are trapped in a dead-end relationship with no hope of getting out, which may cause feelings of despair, hopelessness, and helplessness. Some victims confuse their emotional dependency and need for the narcissist's validation as love, which will further cloud their judgment and often make it harder for them to see the abuse for what it is. Even if a victim leaves the narcissist and enters into a new relationship, if they struggle to make decisions due to low self-confidence, they may become overly dependent on their new partner. They can then push their new partner or friends away with behaviors such as jealousy, criticism, and neediness. Feeling confused and lost. Guilt-tripping can make a victim feel confused, disorientated, and unsure of themselves. They may feel like they are constantly trying to guess what the narcissist wants or needs, and they may hesitate to express their own feelings or opinions. They may feel like they are never able to be themselves and constantly second-guess their own thoughts and feelings in order to please the narcissist. Victims may start to doubt their own reality and wonder if their feelings and experiences are valid. They may start to feel like they are losing touch with their own sense of self as they become more focused on pleasing the narcissist and avoiding their anger. Victims may no longer know who and what they are, what they want out of life, what makes them happy, or even what their favorite food or color is anymore. They may start to question why they are in a career or job they used to love. They may struggle to relax and feel a sense of calm, and may start to feel dead and empty inside, and may no longer care about many things in life, such as their own hygiene and health. This may make it hard to leave a narcissist, as they may ask themselves, what is the point? They may no longer have any goals or purpose in life, and may feel so lost that they no longer care what happens to them in life. Learn more about narcissism by watching the video suggested to you right now.